So this is a spot I like to come to. Just back in my hometown. Kind of sucks living in LA because it takes like 2.5 hours to get here, but I just can't resist driving all the way out here. But, come on, Donna. These are the mountains I like to come to when I'm making life decisions and just reflecting past on things. This is my peaceful zone. Come on. But we need to talk. So this title is semi-accurate and it's semi-clickbait. Yes, I want to go full-time on YouTube. Some people might ask why. Maybe I'm asking myself why. Let me just try to break this down. This is gonna be like a crazy video. This is just a heart-to-heart that I'm having with you guys because this is a community and I've always wanted to build this community more and take you guys with me as I learn. Yeah, am I a filmmaker even? I don't know. I don't really call myself a filmmaker. It's on my Instagram. I get paid to shoot fashion campaigns. Started off as a stills photographer and then I slowly went into doing video. But the whole reason I got into it is because I've always just wanted to make movies. And then I found a lot of passion through this because I was able to express my creative freedom, make whatever I want while creating a community and making friends. And like every time you guys comment and it's not like a hater or douchebag, I feel like we're buddies. I feel like we're homies. A lot of times on Indigenous projects, we have moments of gratitude and just talking about goals and just having this grounded experience. And I would recall always just like bringing up wanting to self-fund my own Indigenous documentaries and narratives and whatever it was. YouTube, I never spoke YouTube out loud, but that's always was in the back of my mind was YouTube was the avenue to make those type of projects happen without any corporate greed getting involved and people trying to slap their branding on it that wasn't genuine, just trying to, you know, look like they were doing something. So it's crazy how powerful YouTube can be for filmmakers and photographers. So this is another one of those locations where I've dropped the motorcycle right over there before, raced down, I've done a bunch of shoots. My main issue is I'm constantly drowning in deadlines. And once those deadlines are done, I'm on the road to the next job. So it's hard for me to do high quality and quantity videos for you guys. So the more I can say no to those clients, the more I can do on here. So it's kind of a catch-22. I know a lot of you guys respect me because I'm in the field, but I've learned a lot of stuff from there and I'm ready to transition into the narrative field. And outside of this, working, like it's very stressful. Over the past 5 years, rates have just started to plummet. More people are getting into the space. Everyone's just trying to be a part of something. And so they're willing to do it for cheaper. It's like we're all racing to get to the bottom. And I find it interesting while these strikes are going on, there's a lot more filmmakers coming into the YouTube space and there's a lot of YouTubers becoming, you know, quote unquote filmmakers. I think that goes to show what the possibilities are here on YouTube. So while I get to express more of my own creative freedom, I also get to bring you guys in and bring you guys along on the journey. Coolest part about all this is I'll finally be able to share a lot of my secret techniques that I kind of kept to myself because either of copycats or competition, like there's a lot of things I had to keep safeguarded. And that brings me to the sponsor of this video, Audiio. It's really rad that I'm able to partner up with these tools that I've already been using. So this is just a sneak peek to future things to come regarding all my secrets. Let's just get into it real quick. So anyone that's been following for a while, you know I kind of take a beat from Tarantino by mixing in a lot of different genre of music over a lot of my tracks, and it kind of just, you know, it kind of tricks the brain into watching a little bit more. But on top of that, sound effects. If your videos are coming off kind of boring, it's mostly because your sound design is kind of lacking. So if you guys saw my ZVE1 versus FX3 video, there was a powwow film in there and there's a trick that I used. So you could go to audio.com and you could just see they have playlists for sound effects that might inspire you. But if you're someone like me, you kind of might already have it all in your brain. So in order to build up the anticipation to the heartbeat, I went in, I found this riser sound. And then the heartbeat hits. You could go in, you could type in riser, and it's going to give you all these different type of textures and tones. What this is great for is when you're about to hit an important moment, if you just put in a subtle little riser in there, it kind of just, and it kind of makes it hit it a little bit more. So you see right after the heartbeat, there's a moment of silence and it goes into the audio that I got straight off from the ZVE1 internal mic. But none of that was enough still to make that impact enough. So I went in and I found this hit. So I put that hit right on top of when the drum hit. So it's very subtle. Like, I don't even think a lot of people could pick that up. But I found a little cheat code, and if you type in trailer hit, you'll see we have these 3 options. Whole point of this is to build up the raw audio that's already in the track. Big shout out to Audiio for partnering with me. If you guys want to support the channel, you use my link and the code down in the description, and you'll get 70% off your first year on unlimited downloads across the whole website. I would find myself on jobs, making decent money, traveling the world, making cool memories. But in the back of my mind, I would always think, I wish I was just at home making a YouTube video. And I remember every time that thought would come into mind, I'm like, why? Like, I need to enjoy this moment. Like, I'm so stupid. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful for every client I've ever had. You know, you lose the creative freedom once you start getting jobs. And that's just kind of the give and take to all of it. I don't know if you guys saw the last video I did when I reviewed the nanomorphs. I just went full force and I did like this little short film. Took us 2 days, maybe like more like 1.5 days. Armando and a bunch of my buddies, Luis and Aaron and all of them, come out and help me film it. And I want to do more of that. It's like my own film school. I get to learn more about narrative filmmaking. Going full-time on YouTube is going to make me a better filmmaker, and it's going to give me access to be an actual filmmaker. Yeah, I guess this is my soft launch. I'm still going to be doing the fashion campaigns. I'll still do client work, but I will just be more selective with those. With AI coming up, you guys know I shoot a lot of Western stuff, and that's become trendy thanks to a few shows. And now that it's trendy, everyone and their mom's trying to shoot it. But yeah, so I'll just be more selective with those jobs. But the main part of this whole video is you guys deserve better from me. I've just been the past year or two, I've kind of been slacking just because it's a lot of stressor at jobs. And so I plan to do better and I want to do better. There's another car coming by. Let me hold on real quick. You guys deserve better, and I plan on bringing the just most epic stuff. Also, shout out to Sony. I know people are all up in arms about brand loyalty and all that. I'm loyal to no brand, but I'm very grateful for Sony inviting me to Condo and letting me meet all these other YouTubers and creators. I was very humbled. I was just, yeah, it was just a raining of affection and like gratitude. And the Condo trip is what really solidified my decision to do this. So shout out to Sony. Thank you again. Shout out to Kish. And so shout out to Armando. Armando's guy, you guys know who Armando is. He's been kind of my mentor with all this stuff, and he's been very good to me. So you could thank him if this ever takes off to anything epic. Just a cool little video here. Sedona and I are gonna go see my nephew. It's the whole reason we drove out here, really. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys, and I promise I will bring good stuff this way. So excited to build a community, and let's go.